Ever found yourself in a situation where you felt stuck, but didn't quite know if you should walk away? Today we delve into understanding when it might be time to take that crucial step back. We will be discussing 10 telltale signs that could indicate it's time to exit a situation. From emotional health to personal growth, we'll dissect each reason, shedding light on its importance. So, buckle up and prepare for some serious introspection. Stay tuned if you wish to discover the 10 reasons that might suggest you need to walk away from a situation. Reason number 1, you're consistently unhappy. Now, we all have bad days, of course, but when those bad days turn into bad weeks, months, or even years, it's a sign that something isn't quite right. It's like being stuck in a perpetual rainstorm with no sunshine in sight. This constant unhappiness could be rooted in a job that doesn't fulfill you, a relationship that drains you, or any other situation that feels more like a burden than a blessing. It's important to realize that life isn't meant to be a constant struggle. Yes, challenges are part of the journey, but so is happiness. So is joy. So is contentment. If you find yourself constantly battling waves of unhappiness, it's not just a sign, it's a scream from within that something needs to change. If the situation you're in is causing more sorrow than joy, it might be time to reconsider. Reason number 2, your health is suffering. Let's explore this. Stress, my friends, is a silent killer. When we're caught in a tough situation, our bodies react by releasing stress hormones, which can lead to a host of health issues. We're talking about headaches, heart problems, and even a weakened immune system. And let's not forget the mental toll. Anxiety, depression, and insomnia can all stem from being in a stressful environment for too long. If you're noticing these symptoms, it's your body's way of waving a red flag. Now, I'm not saying that every stressful situation should be avoided. Sometimes stress pushes us to grow and overcome challenges. But when it's chronic, when it's causing you to lose sleep, to feel anxious all the time, it's time to consider walking away. Because at the end of the day, what's wealth without health? What's success without peace of mind? Remember, nothing is more important than your health. Moving on to reasons 3 and 4, disrespect and lack of growth. In any situation, whether personal or professional, respect is a fundamental cornerstone. It's the basis for healthy communication, trust, and cooperation. If you're constantly being disrespected, belittled, or undermined, it can be a serious sign that it's time to walk away. Disrespect can take many forms, and it's not always overt. It can be as subtle as someone repeatedly interrupting you or consistently dismissing your ideas. It might be a friend who never takes your feelings into account, or a boss who undermines your abilities. Remember, respect is not just about how others treat you. It's also about how you are allowed to treat yourself in a particular situation. If you're in a situation where you're forced to compromise your self-respect, it's likely time to rethink your position. Now let's talk about growth. Growth is an essential part of life. It's how we learn, evolve, and become better versions of ourselves. But what happens when a situation stifles your growth instead of fostering it? If you're stuck in a rut, unable to progress or develop, it can be incredibly frustrating. A lack of growth can make you feel stagnant, unfulfilled, and even lead to a sense of hopelessness. This might be a job where there's no room for advancement, a relationship where you're not growing together, or any situation that leaves you feeling stuck. Growth is not just about reaching new heights, it's about the journey, the learning, the experiences that shape us. If you're not experiencing this, if you're not learning or evolving, it's a clear indicator that something needs to change. In conclusion, disrespect and a lack of growth are compelling reasons to consider leaving a situation. They're signs that the situation is not serving you, but rather holding you back. Remember, you deserve respect and the opportunity to grow. If you're not respected or growing, it's a sign to move on. Let's talk about reasons 5 and 6, values misalignment and lack of support. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path leads towards a destination that resonates with your core values, while the other diverges from them. Which one would you choose? The answer might seem obvious, but when we're caught up in a situation, it can be challenging to recognize this divergence. Values misalignment is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. No matter how much you try to force it, it just won't fit. Your values are the essence of who you are. They reflect what you believe in, what you stand for, and what you consider important. If you find yourself in a situation where your values are constantly being compromised or outright ignored, it's a clear sign that something's off. Let's say, for instance, honesty and integrity are crucial to you. But you find yourself amidst people who view deception as a necessary evil, or even a strategy. In such cases, you're not just compromising your values, you're sacrificing a part of your identity. It's like swimming against the current, and it's only a matter of time before you tire out. Moving on to the sixth reason. Lack of support. No man is an island. We all need a support system, be it in our personal or professional lives. This support can come in different forms: emotional, financial, or even advice and guidance. But what happens when this support is missing? Imagine you're climbing a steep mountain. It's tough, but you keep going because you know there's a team at the bottom cheering for you, ready to catch you if you fall. But what if that cheering squad isn't there? What if you're climbing that mountain alone with no one to lend a helping hand when the going gets tough? That's what a lack of support feels like. It's draining and demoralizing. When your values aren't respected or you lack needed support, you might need to reconsider your position. It's not about giving up or admitting defeat. It's about recognizing that you deserve a situation that aligns with your values and provides the support you need. Now on to reasons 7 and 8. Constant drama and no enjoyment. Let's dive into the seventh reason first. Constant drama. We've all been there, haven't we? Those situations where every day feels like a soap opera, where each interaction is a potential minefield of conflicts, and where peace seems like a distant dream. Now, a bit of drama can spice things up, but when it becomes constant, it can be damaging. It's like being in a never-ending whirlpool of negativity, sucking you deeper into a vortex of stress and anxiety. The constant drama can leave you feeling exhausted, drained, and emotionally depleted. It's like trying to build a sandcastle in the middle of a storm. You're constantly on the defensive, always expecting the next wave to come crashing down. Now imagine trying to navigate this storm day in, day out. It's no way to live, is it? And this leads us to the eighth reason: no enjoyment. When the joy of doing something is replaced with dread, when the spark of excitement is extinguished, and when the satisfaction of accomplishment is overshadowed by the weight of stress, it's a clear sign that something needs to change. You see, enjoyment isn't just about having fun, it's about finding fulfillment, feeling engaged, and experiencing a sense of purpose. When these elements are missing, it's like trying to paint a masterpiece with a palette devoid of colors. You're going through the motions, but the end result is a lifeless, monochrome picture. So, if you find yourself in a situation where drama is the main course and enjoyment is off the menu, it's time to reassess. Is this situation serving you, or is it depleting you? Are you growing, or are you wilting? Are you thriving, or are you merely surviving? Remember, life's too short to be stuck in a constant state of drama with no enjoyment. It's okay to step back, reassess, and if necessary, walk away. If drama is the norm and you're no longer enjoying what you're doing, it could be time to walk away. Finally, reasons 9 and 10. You're being used and it just feels wrong. Let's delve into this a bit more. The ninth reason is a heavy one. If you ever feel like you're being used or exploited, it's a glaring red flag. You might find yourself giving more than you receive, or your efforts and contributions are consistently overlooked. This isn't a healthy dynamic and it's not fair to you. Moving on to the 10th reason, sometimes you can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong, but your gut tells you something isn't right. It could be a lingering feeling of discomfort or unease that you can't shake off. This intuitive sense is often more accurate than we give it credit for. Both these reasons convey a lack of respect and consideration for you. It's essential to recognize these signs early on. If you're being taken for granted or something just doesn't feel right, trust your instincts. So those were the 10 reasons that might suggest you need to walk away from a situation. From consistent unhappiness to a feeling of being used, it's crucial to recognize these signs. These indicators are not just about preserving peace of mind, but also about safeguarding your personal well-being. And let's not forget the importance of aligning with your values and ensuring growth. Did you gain any insights from these reasons? If so, leave a comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more enlightening content. Remember, it's okay to walk away when a situation no longer serves you.